What's going on, you guys? Eric with Do Thrift Clothing. Today, I'm gonna be shipping my orders. I was on vacation for I think like 10 days. So I got 66 orders going out from eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Depop. And I'm just gonna be working. So if you guys wanna join me, maybe you guys are shipping or listing too, and you just wanna join the live stream, feel free to do so. I'm not gonna do too much talking. Um, if you guys have any questions, I'm gonna answer it. I'll probably be working like maybe every 5 to 10 minutes. I can stop and answer your questions if you have any questions. So feel free to do so. So this Beretta, hopefully you guys can hear me, by the way. I sold this Beretta shooting blazer for $230. This one is the massive elements jacket. So for $200. Sold this Polo Ralph Lauren linen blazer for $135. This one, 12013. This one's a Ralph Lauren Another linen blazer sold for 70 bucks. This one is a Peter Millar collection blazer. Another linen blazer, surprise, surprise. Sold for 100 bucks. This one is a FootJoy Titleist PGA Tour jacket, new with tags, sold for 100 bucks. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the chat. Probably gonna do a few more, then I'm gonna look in the chat if you guys have any questions. All right, this one is a Loro Piana summertime blazer. This is like the second time that I sold it, and it sold for 84 bucks. This one is the Shoes Pine Valley Polo. Very good golf course, sold for 60 bucks. This one is a Xenia blazer, sold for $67.99. All right, let's check out if you guys have any questions. Can I see on my laptop? All right, let me check here on my phone. RJ, what's going on? Hopefully you're doing good. Hello, hello. All right, no questions. Let's get back to work. If you guys have any questions, leave it in the chat. If not, I guess you're just gonna watch me work. Yeah, just working here, you know. All right, next one is a Suit Supply blazer. And this one sold for $79.99. All right, the next one is another blazer. This one's a bonobos. Anything interesting about this one? Not really. Just an athletic fit, wool, spandex, no pattern. Sold for 70 bucks still, so I'll take that. All right, this one is a Faraday. This one's called the Legend Sweater. And it sold for $65. All right, this next one is I'm gonna show you guys. This one's called Dude Robe. I don't know if you guys are seeing it backwards, hopefully not, but Dude Robe. This one was new with tags, and it sold for $63.99. So be on the lookout for Dude Robe robes. Even in used condition, you can probably get like between 40 and 50. All right, this next one is another blazer, and this one's a Stafford. Can you guys guess what material it is? You're right, linen. Stafford linen blazer. Sold for $59.99. Here I got another robe. This one's a Brooks Brothers. Oh, it was seersucker. So a Brooks Brothers seersucker robe. Sold for $59.99. The first box complete. All right. Do I have any questions? No questions? Hopefully you guys are doing good. All right, let's get to this one. This one's a nice one, man. I thought about keeping it for myself. It's a nice knit sweater. And the brand is Abercrombie and Fitch. It was a cardigan sweater, new with tag, sold for $59.99. This one is a Schaefer Outfitters wool vest. Can you guys see the herringbone pattern? Sold for $50. All right, this one is a vintage. Can you see it? Oh no, I'm covering. It's a center swoosh hoodie. The swoosh is right here. Oklahoma State Cowboys. Sold for $50. All right, do we have any questions? It's Charm City. What's going on? Thank you for joining. What is your name on Poshmark? Dang, I'm using my phone. Oh, I have it here on my laptop. My name is Dude Thrift. So on eBay is Dude Thrift Clothing. And then on Poshmark, it's Dude at Dude Thrift. Thank you for joining. I really appreciate it. So satisfying to watch orders being packed. Yeah, I figured, you know. Usually my lives, I'm just talking. And I figured, I don't know, maybe people don't like my voice. I don't know, man. Sometimes I don't, I really don't enjoy hearing myself talk. So me personally, I enjoy, you know, just watching somebody do whatever they're doing, their job, their work. So that's what I'm trying to do here. I don't know if you guys are enjoying it. If you guys have any questions, like feel free to ask in the chat. And when I get time, I'll just answer it. And also, because I have a lot of orders, you know, if I, you know, did like the usual live that I do, this would take a long, long time. Just followed you on Poshmark. Thank you. I really appreciate it. All right, I'm still on eBay. I still have quite a few, guys. I had like 50 orders. I have 4 full boxes. So yeah. So let me continue. If you guys have any questions, just ask away. This one is an Oak Hill blazer. I want to see who gets this. Can you guys guess the material? What material is this blazer, you guys? Oh, by the way, it sold for 50 bucks. Rayon? No, it's linen. It's linen. Um, it's because pretty much all the blazers that I showed here on this live has been linen. So another linen blazer. I would have to see it. Yeah, it's linen. It's linen. Pretty much all the blazers I'm selling are linen. So that's how it goes. I mean, year round, I do sell like linen blazers, but starting like now, February, March, people are looking for linen blazers, you know, because it's gonna start getting hotter. So linen, silk, like those type of materials are gonna, they usually start doing good for me or better during this time. All right, this one is a Grayson pullover, nice camo pattern. Sold for $47.99. All right, this one is a Russell Westbrook Oklahoma jersey. Sold for $39.99. This one is a Newer Tag Polo Ralph Lauren chino pants. Sold for 45 bucks. This one is a Peter Millar crown crafted jacket. Sold for $49.99. This one is a Joseph Abboud blazer, and it sold for 45 bucks. I had some elbow patches. It was like a tweed texture. Had a window pane pattern. $45. All right, this is a brand that I just learned like a couple of weeks ago, and it's called Cake Worthy. They make like these flannels that do like collaborations with different, I don't know if it's just like cartoons or movies, but this one was with Scooby-Doo. So Cake Worthy sold for $39.99. All right, what's going on in the chat? Do I have any questions? Jason, you're in the house? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. What platform do you sell on? eBay. Hey, what's going on? Jared, do you get your stuff from the bins? 100% thrift stores. I don't like the bins. I know Eric has said he doesn't do the bins. Yeah, just 100% thrift stores. For now, maybe in the future, you know, I can get into the bins, but right now, thrift stores, that's just, I don't know. I don't like the bins, man. Just thrift stores. This one is Brooks Brothers seersucker pants. Sold for $39.99. Dang, can you imagine shipping out 50 orders every single day? That's crazy. I mean, it's a good problem to have, you know? But, dang, man, I don't know. How long's it been? 37 minutes? That's crazy. And I feel like I'm going at a good pace, you know? I'm not going slow. All right, this one is a vintage Ralph Lauren gold button blazer. Sold for $19.60. This is an old item. This is like over a year, probably a year and like 2 months around there. This one is a Buck Mason 5 pocket pant. Sold for $39.99. These are nudie jeans, and the model is called Lean Dean. Sold for 40 bucks. 40 bolas. box number 2 complete. 2 more to go. I think I'm almost done on eBay. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh shit, what the heck? I guess I'm not almost done. All right, let me check the comments. Do you have any questions? Hey, what's up, Mendoza? He says, I'm finally tackling all my Blazers piles to list. I listed a Canali exclusive 2-piece set yesterday, hoping to get some good money for it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you'll get some good money for that one. I can imagine 50 a day. That would be awesome. Yeah, it would be awesome. Just a lot of work, time. How long have you been reselling, if you don't mind me asking? No, I don't mind. You can ask anything. I'm in year 2. That's really good. For me, this is I'm going into year 6. So I did 3 years part-time. I did 2 years full-time, and this is my 6th year. I did have like some prior experience. Like 2000, this is way back, like 2010, 2011. My dad, he opened up a thrift store. So that kind of just got me into the whole world of reselling. And then I figured out, about eBay and then Amazon. So I was selling like a little bit in my store. It wasn't that big. I wasn't serious or anything at all. Like, it was just more, just like for the fun of it. My dad, he would bring a lot of clothes to the thrift store, and I would just look things up. And I remember the first thing I ever sold was a red vintage Levi's, like denim. I think it was like a jacket, but they cut out the sleeves. But I remember it was a nice red one. I sold it for like, I think like $30 or $40. So that's how I got into it. But I wasn't like serious until like 2020. I started building up my store, and yeah, the rest is history. That's great. How long did it take to start getting 10 plus sales a day? It took, for eBay, like I only did that probably, I think it was like 2 years ago, I would say. And it wasn't like consistent, like 10 every single day. The closest I've gone with just eBay alone is I think is like between 8 and 9 per day. So, but if you include like Poshmark now, that's obviously now it's going to be over 10 per day. But it's definitely possible. There's a lot of people that do it just like eBay alone. You just have to concentrate on picking up items that are going to sell quickly, and quickly it can be different for everybody. So you have to figure out how quick you want to sell your items, and don't just look at me, and my metrics are going to be different than yours. So you just got to learn your numbers, and you got to figure out, okay, how fast do I want to sell my items? I didn't want to quit, but I'm getting discouraged. I mean, yeah, it's not easy. It's hard, You got to put a lot of time. You got to be consistent. Yeah, this is not easy for sure. I mean, like I was doing this part-time for 3 years, so I had a full-time job, and that obviously that's gonna help you. There's people that do go straight into it, but it is like super hard to do that. And like I really like appreciate, like I admire those people, man, that just go straight into it. Whether that's like because they want to or because they have to. Maybe they were laid off or something and they just decided to go all in on reselling or eBay. But if you could, I would get a job, or you have a job, do this part-time, and just build slowly. Like I build my store slowly. Like it wasn't like all of a sudden, there's people that get straight into it and they're like, oh, I'm going to list 20. No, I started with listing 2 items per day. And then that went up to 5, and then from 5 to 7. And it wasn't just like, all of a sudden. Like I was listing 2 per day, probably the first like 3 months. And then Like I was listing 5 to 7 for quite a while. So it's just a learning process, you know? All right, this one is a Brooks Brothers Laurel Piana Blazer. And it's, oh, can you guys guess the material again? Linen. Literally pretty much all the blazers that I sold are linen, right? So Brooks Brothers Laurel Piana sold for 40 bucks. This one is, you guys see that? Abercrombie and Fitch jeans. These sold for $39.99. I actually don't pick up a lot of like Abercrombie and Fitch jeans. The reason I picked this one up because it had a button fly. So button fly in jeans usually means that's like a little bit higher quality. So when I felt these, they felt kind of like, you guys know how like the salvage jeans feel like? I was like, okay, this must be salvage. It wasn't salvage, but it did have the button fly. Other than that, I mean, just by going off of the title, I don't know. But it sold for 40 bucks. It was a straight classic fit. I did put Y2K retro style, so maybe that had something to do with it, but 40 bucks, man. All right, here we got a Tommy Hilfiger blazer. Sold for 35 bucks. It had some elbow patches, window pane pattern. You know, the usual. For Tommy Hilfiger blazers, the ones with the patterns, elbow patches, I usually get between 30 and 50 bucks, sometimes more if there's like a lot of really good things, you know, if it has a pattern, a good like linen material. If it's like, for example, a pink one with a window pane pattern, it has some elbow patches, I'll probably get over 50 bucks. here I got one, two, yeah. This one's a built everyday pant 2.0. So for $34.99. I usually get over 30 bucks for those. This one is a Lululemon textured double knit joggers. So for $35. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the chat. And I'll try to answer it if I can. All right, let's go to the chat now. Let's see. Do I sell live? No, I don't. I don't. I did quit, but now I am back. I sold off all of my crappy inventory. And I'm starting over. That's good. Yeah. Good luck, man. Hopefully you and you're definitely gonna do better, you know? You're gonna learn from the mistakes. I've learned a lot from the mistakes that I did, even just last year. You know, there's always items that we pick up, and then a year later we're like, why did I even pick this up? But you know, that's part of reselling. That's part of this whole game that we're playing. Sometimes we're gonna lose, and you know, we're gonna learn from it. So I'm pretty sure you're gonna do better. If started all over, I would sell only one category. What about you? You mean like clothing, or like specific category like jeans? Because I just sell clothing. I don't know if that's considered one category, or do you mean like jeans, shirts, blazers? Because actually that's how I started. I only started selling shirts, like button-up shirts, probably like my first month. That's pretty much all I learned about, was just like shirts. And then I started like going to different categories within like the men's clothing. And the last category was actually blazers. So yeah, because that's, you know, obviously that's like the category that a lot of people don't like. So I went literally, first it was like shirts. I learned about shirts. So I would go to the thrift store and I would literally just go through the shirts, like the button-ups. That's it. And then it was like jeans, you know, and then like pants, and then jackets, shorts, and literally the last one was blazers. So if you're asking like category, like a specific clothing, probably blazers. I enjoy blazers, or jackets, suits, whatever you want to call them. If you're talking about like clothing, electronics, obviously clothing. Love elbow patch jackets, so classy. Yeah, they're nice, man. Abercrombie is coming back. Yeah, for sure. Like the Y2K vintage ones. Or maybe even like the modern. Is modern Abercrombie and Fitch coming back too? Are more people buying those? Maybe, right? Because people are looking for like the Y2K style and stuff like that. So maybe people are also buying like the more modern. Jason, I don't do well with any blazers or suits. I think a mannequin is needed. I stopped picking up blazers, but for me, polo shirts, big and tall, and denim jeans sell good. Yeah, those are all good categories. Um, Blazers and suits take longer to sell. You have to be patient with them. Yeah, for sure. You got to be very patient. Hey, what's up, Scott? Glad to see you back at it. What has been your best find this week? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I actually just literally got back yesterday. So as you can imagine, um, I went to Europe. So over there, they're like 7 hours ahead. So when I got there, I was, I had jet lag. And now coming back, I feel a little bit tired, because over there, literally, it's like 3 in the morning. So, but I haven't been outsourcing. So hopefully I find some good things this week. You said FK. How much the Lulu texture pants sold for? Sold for $35. All right. This next one is a Lululemon joggers. Sold for $35. And I'll probably make a video of like my best sales from January. So, and I'll just talk about, I'll probably show like all of my sales. Why not? I mean, I usually do show like all of the sales anyways. I'm just so behind, man. I don't know why it's so hard to make those videos. Like hard in the sense of like, I don't know, like just making them. I mean, it's not hard. Because I literally just have to record your face and then record the screen. I don't know why, but I'm behind. Like the last one I made, I think was for November, so I'm missing December. And yeah, I gotta get to it, man. Hopefully you guys like vlog style videos because I'm gonna be making more of those. Not necessarily like, like literally everything I'm doing during the day, but it's more, going to the thrift stores and stuff like that. All right, I gotta stop talking, man, because I'm gonna take forever. This one's a J. Crew Oarsman chino pants. Not a vintage one, the modern. It was new with tags, sold for $40. Here's a rollback quarter zip. Sold for $34. It had some armpit stains that I didn't see, which is unfortunate. I mean, it still sold for $34. How long have I been here? Ooh, 62 minutes. Dang. All right, this one's a vintage Nike jacket pullover. Sold for $31.99. This one is a straight down quarter zip, new with tags, sold for $34. This one's a James purse, 5 pocket pant, sold for $29. Hey man, I finally sold these. These are the Nike SF Air Force One sneakers. High top. The only thing that it was missing, like the strap. And they sold for 25 bucks. I paid $6.99. So $6.99 into 25 plus shipping. What do you guys think? Should I ship these out in a box or just throw them in like in this poly mailer? I'm leaning towards this one. I got 5 seconds to decide. Let me quickly check in the chat. No suggestions? I'm gonna throw them in the poly bag. Let's put 2.6, 14, 7. I'm just gonna like double bag it, you know, just to be safe. Let's put it down like this. I mean, the condition is really good. It's good. It's just missing the strap, so. Like this. Polly, yeah, I agree. I agree. Resell Crazy, thank you for joining, man. I'll get in the chat right now if you guys have any questions. All right. So just double. I think it's good like that. All right, let me get in the chat really quick. When is my next live? Probably. I was gonna do it tomorrow, but the Super Bowl's tomorrow, so so I did it today, obviously. So it's probably gonna be next Sunday. How's the new house? My new house. This new house? I got this house 2 years ago. If that's the house you're talking about, it's good. Thank you for doing a live tonight and taking all our questions. I'm heading out. All right, thank you. I really appreciate you watching. It's Charm City. Teeny, how do you get rid of the mistake purchase? Oh, you talking about the one that I talked about, or which one? Hopefully, I'm responding to the one that I think you're asking. How do you get rid of the mistake purchases? Or are you just asking in general? I don't know. Maybe you can clarify that question. Teamy3708. Jared, never found a road bag. Really? Where do you live, man? Road bags everywhere now. Resell Crazy. Sorry, I was binge watching 2 years ago. 2 years ago? Nah, my channel's only like 6 months. Maybe you're talking about somebody else. I mean, I have heard that I do look like another YouTuber, so I don't know. Maybe you're confusing me with somebody else. I've only been doing YouTube for like, well, not 6 months. It's been like 8 months, I think now. Who are you talking about, man? Let me know, because we might be thinking about the same person. I don't know. Could be my lost brother. All right, let me get back to work. This one is another built everyday 2.0 pants, and it sold for 30 bucks. That's just like the minimum that I accept, $30. I'll price these like at $39.99, and sometimes people use the coupon that I have, 10%. It comes out to like 37. Sometimes people send me $34, $35 offers. But the least that I'll take is like $30 usually. But if it has like a stain or something like that, you know, I'll accept a little bit less. Because people really like built. Like me personally, I really like the quality of built. I think built is probably, they have like the best quality when it comes to like, you know, like athleisure type of, you know, those brands. Like what's another brand? There were so many brands, man, the past couple of years, but I think Built is probably like at the top. All right, this one is, the brand is called Oxnit Polo. They make like 70s hippie inspired polos. So a lot of them are gonna be like this, obviously ox knit. So they're gonna have like their knit texture. But this one, they usually have like the collar's a contrast collar. And the tag, it says Ox Knit Store. not just Oxnit's. Oxnit store. And this is probably the third time that I found it. And they've all sold between 20 and 30 bucks. Brand new, they're not that expensive on the website. They're probably like around 40 to 50, I think. So, but the resale value is pretty good. This one sold for $29.99. Put some tape. Alright, this one is a Polo Ralph Lauren performance button-up shirt. And this one's a 3XLT. Sold for $27 plus shipping. Alright, this next one is a Abercrombie and Fitch linen camp shirt. New with tags. Sold for $25. This one is a John Varvatos jeans. The model is called Bowery Slim. Sold for $25. All right, let me get to the chat. See if I have any questions. Scott, speaking of rollback, I did find a fake rollback about 2 weeks ago, and it wasn't even a good fake. Yeah, same here. I actually took a picture of it. But yeah, it's crazy, man. Miss Tempting Treasures, thank you for joining. My thrifts really sort out the quality brands. I've only found one rollback. Damn, that's unfortunate. I mean, they probably still miss stuff, you know. You just gotta constantly check. Jared, how many sales is normal for you daily? All right, let me check here. Let me check my spreadsheet. I actually didn't record like literally the last week of January, so I gotta do that. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days missing that I didn't put here in my spreadsheet, but 300. It says here that I listed 507 since from December 29th to January 24, and I sold 297. But again, that's missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Off the top of my head, I would say eBay's probably between like 7 and 9. Let's just say 8 per day. And then man, Poshmark it was crazy in January, man. I literally had my best month ever on Poshmark. And the crazy thing is that obviously I went on vacation, so I had to close my closet, and there was still like 5 days left. So I had probably like 4,000. I think it was like 4,200 in sales on Poshmark. I honestly believe that I could have probably gotten to like 5,000. That's Poshmark. They got to do something about that, man. That's crazy. They should do like what eBay does. You know, if you want to go on vacation, like at least let buyers still like buy your items. You know, like man, yeah, that's crazy. But on Poshmark, last month I was averaging probably around like I would say like 4 sales per day. So I would say probably between like 12 like 12 sales, 12 to 13 sales. And I was listing 20. Obviously my streak came to an end. I just couldn't do it, man. It's so frustrating. Like I wanted to list 20 per day the whole year. I just couldn't do it. It was too much. Like I try to list 20 while I was on vacation, but there was no way I was able to do that, man. Because literally I literally had to like thrift 24/7 for me to be able to like find that many items to list. So my streak ended. I don't want to talk too much because I gotta continue, but I did list for 31 straight days. So you know, I'm gonna pat myself on the back for that. But yeah, so I listed 20. I would say I list 20, and on average I sell, let's say 12 per day. Any mistake purchased? Mistake purchased. Yeah, I make a lot of mistakes, man. I still buy a lot of stuff that I shouldn't buy, honestly, you know. But I just gotta get better, you know. I gotta be more disciplined. Jared, oh, I live in Arkansas. Arkansas. Yeah. That is probably why no rollback here. Yeah, probably. I'm trying to figure out where is Arkansas, you know. But you got to do what, you know, you got to work with what you got, you know. You might have to travel a little bit further. I don't know if there's like a bigger city in your area. You might have to take like a full day to another state. I don't know, man. Maybe try like online arbitrage or I heard Whatnot is really good to find good items, but yeah, it's tough. Like there are people that are able to make a really good business, reselling business, like when they live like further away from like a big city, but it is tough, man. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let me get back to work. I sold this Leon Playera. I didn't think I was gonna sell this because it had a lot of like damage. But this is the Leon team from Mexico, from Liga MX. Sold for $24.99. That's good, man. Considering there's like damage, it had like a lot of stains and stuff. I'll take that, man. That's a good sell right there. I honestly didn't think I was gonna get that much, man. If you guys been following me for a while, you guys know that I have this tendency to like miss stains when I'm in the thrift store. It's frustrating, man. I don't know. I don't want to talk about it, you know. I do all the procedures, you know. I try to go to the window, and I still miss it, man. Oh my gosh. I know I'm not the only one, but all right. Two more on eBay. Okay, we're almost done. This is a cool flannel, sold for $24. I'm glad I got rid of this one, man. I'm trying to get rid of all my flannels right now because I don't want to hold on to them the whole year. All right, the last sale on eBay is this Bugatti Cotton Tech. I remember I used to pick these up, man. Like, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's good. And again, look at this, man. I mean, I don't even want to show you guys. It's too embarrassing. But I mean, it still sold 20 bucks. Probably paid less than $10. So I made a couple bucks. You know what? I've actually never tried this. I might try it this week. Maybe I'll make a video or something, like going out to the thrift store and literally just picking up items that are gonna sell for over 50 bucks. Dang. Then for that, you definitely need to have like, what do you call it? What's the word? You need to have, I'm tired, man. What's the word, you guys? I'm trying to think. You need to have discipline to do that, man. I mean, I feel like I do have discipline when I'm thrifting to pick up really good items. But sometimes, you know, sometimes I do fall into that temptation of I need this item just because I need to list. Now that I'm listing a little bit more, I have kind of like felt that pressure a little bit to pick up items that I normally would not pick up. And I do not want to do that. Like, I know there's people that, you know, go from like 10 to like 30, and they're like, okay, yeah, I'm going to pick up items that I normally would not pick up just because I'm listing 30, right? But I don't want to do that. Like, I want to still pick up the same quality items that I was doing when I was doing like 10 to 15. And it's just hard. It just takes more discipline and obviously more time. So, all right, so that's eBay. Box number 3 is done. I don't have that many on Poshmark or the other apps. Got any questions here? How do you keep track of those numbers? Are you inputting them manually? Yeah, I created, it's on Google Sheets. I just created like a little document or a sheet that I input like all the numbers. It, you know, it has like the items that I purchased, the cost of goods, my average cost of goods. So here I'm looking at it. My average cost of goods this year is $10.60. It tells you how many I listed, how many I sold, and also like individually I can see like how many I sold on eBay, how many I sold on Poshmark, how many I sold on Mercari. So it's not the best sheet, you know. I don't have any experience with this. It was just something, you know, that I was playing around with. There's probably some flaws in it, so, but it's worked so far. I can tell if you are a goat yet or not. No, I'm not a goat. How well does the cool shirts sell for you? Not that good, man, honestly. Pants and shorts are a different story though. They sell quickly. Yeah, for cool, I usually just stick to like their pants. You know how they have like the Rider, the Radical, those pants. Even shorts. I don't pick up shorts, me personally. Just because I think they do sell probably like what, like 20, 25. Cool pants, they do sell over 30 bucks. So the biggest clothing seller in my area, I see him every day in Goodwill, but his store is like 6,000 items and only 900 sold. I don't feel like that's a good ratio at all. I mean, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, honestly, you know. The only competition that I have is myself. Like, I don't care what anybody else is doing, you know. Like, the only person that's gonna slow me down is me. You know what I mean? Like, that's all I worry about, just myself. Scott says patience and lots of luck. Yeah, for sure. I find that $20 profit items can be super quick and easy to photo and list. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let me get into Poshmark now. All right, the first one on Poshmark. Oh, no, that's not Poshmark. My bad. What is that? Depop? Yeah, it is Depop. I only got one sale on Depop because I obviously had to close. So I just, what was yesterday? Friday, right? Yeah, I opened yesterday and this one sold. This one's a vintage Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. I definitely undersold this one because these are like gaining, like these are very popular now. Sold for 30 bucks. I think I undersold it. What do you guys think? Vintage Polo Ralph Lauren corduroy pants. It was like a 90s bright yellow color. I mean, I have one listed literally for like $200, and I've gotten offers, and I've like declined them because I want to get a little bit more, but 30 bucks for this one. right, let's go to Macari. I have two on Macari. This one is a woman's Viore hoodie. The model is called Halo Essential. Sold for 40 bucks. I actually do remember this one, man. My day was going super slow. I was getting kind of desperate. And when that happens, I'm like, you know what? I have to go to the women's section, right? Like, I might find like a Frank and Eileen or something really good, you know? So yeah, that day I was going through the women's section and I found this one, so. 40 bucks. I think I paid like $4.99 or $5 or $6, around there. All right, this one is a Suit Supply blazer. And this one is called La Spaya. La Spaya. They also had the Vitali fabric. Sold for $79.99. All right, let's get into Poshmark. This one is a Travis Matthew vest, and it's called the Cold Bay Vest. New at tag, sold for 41. This one, oh, this one is I think this one is right. Yeah, Buck Mason blazer. Sold for 45 bucks. Again, it had a stain. I thought I hit the jackpot when I found this one, because I've never found a Buck Mason blazer. I literally have a list of like all the brands that I want to find in blazers. And this was one of them, and the one that I found had a big stain, but I was like, you know what, I'm still going to pick it up. And sold for 45 bucks. I think I paid like, I think it was like $9.99. So I can check off Buck Mason blazer. This one is called, no, it's called Murray's Toggery Shop. Have you guys heard of the brand? Murray's Toggery Shop. You usually find these like in this color, like a pinkish color, just on pants. I have found them in what other color was it? It was either blue or green. But Murray's Toggery Shop, and I mentioned this before in other videos, that every single pair that I found of this brand has sold for over 30 bucks, and this one sold for 34. Yeah. In the past 2 years, I've literally found probably, I would say like, at least, I find them probably at least like 4 or 5 times per year. Like literally the same pants. Oh, did this sell right now? Is that why I don't see it here? Oh yeah, it did sell. I sold right now a Faraday Terry stretch pants for 25 bucks. I think I just accepted the $25 offer because for the Faraday Terry stretch pants, I get like at least $30 usually. So I think I was just kind of feeling generous and I accepted the $25 offer. I'll get those later after the live though. So this one is, I think it's this one, is it? Yeah, this one is a Rag and Bone chino pants. I didn't get that much. I got 15 bucks. I don't think nothing was wrong with it. I just accepted a $15 offer. Because for Poshmark, when I was on my vacation, I opened the store on Wednesday. So I was getting, you know, a little bit more sales. And I was literally just trying to like, trying to get as many sales as I could, you know. So if somebody would send me, I think I had this one priced like at 30 and they sent me 15 bucks, you know, I was like, okay, let's go. And I just messaged the buyers. I was like, oh, I'm on vacation right now, you know, I'll be back on Friday and I'll ship it out on Monday. And yeah, they're all cool with it. This one is a Nike hoodie, size 4XL. You guys remember these? I don't know if you guys saw that video, the thrift haul video. I found like 4 of these. I think I sold already like 2, but they're all like 4XL sizes. And it sold for 35. Why am I weighing it, man? I don't even have to weigh that. I love Poshmark, man. How long have we been going? Oh, 102 minutes. How long is it? 60, 40, an hour and 40? Oh my gosh. Dang, imagine if I was like talking. Oh my gosh. All right, this one This one is a Cageus, a shoes mid-layer jacket, sold for $32. Shoes. Is that, where's that from? Is that from Sweden? Shoes? Or Switzerland? Shoes. Let me see. Oh, it is from Switzerland. Cageus brand originated in Switzerland. That's where I went on vacation. Zurich, Switzerland. Shoes. Shoes. So, when I was in Italy, I went inside a thrift store there, and I wanted to hear straight from a person that knew how to say the Zegna brand. And I was like, hey, ¿estoy diciendo esto correcto? Hermenegildo Zegna. And he was like, yeah, sí. And I asked him if he could say it, and he said it, and it was. So I'm glad I'm saying it correctly, you know. Hermenegildo Zegna. All right, this one is a Brooks Brothers trousers. It has like some embroideries there. I think it's just like fish. Sold for $30. You see, it's another one that I just accepted. I had this one priced, I think, like at $50. I wanted 40, but again, I was like, you know, I just want to get as much sales as I can. Just because I missed so many days, I'm like, yeah, I need sales right now. These are some Tecovas jeans, sold for $42. For Tecovas jeans, I raised the bar, like in terms of like, is that a correct saying? Raise the bar. I raised my expectations of how much I want to get for them. It used to be at least 30, but now it's $40. Yeah, and I've been getting at least $40 for Tecovas jeans. And this one was a standard fit. They have like slim fit. I think they have like a boot cut one too. But I'm getting $40, man. All right, let me see what's up in the comments. The biggest clothing seller in my area. Oh no, okay. Okay. Well, I look at what he's doing because he's in my area. I like to know what my competition is doing. Yeah, that's a good strategy. Don't be embarrassed. I sold a pair of Gloria Vanderbilt jeans that I had for 2 years, but I sold them for 20. Talk about a horrible brand. Yeah, that brand is pretty much everywhere. I just bought two Gloria Vanderbilt shorts, new with tags, for $2 each. High sell through at 25 plus shipping. Yeah, and pretty much every single brand, like there's always nuances, you know. Um, Especially if it's new with tags. Obviously, you're gonna get more. Their jeans are crap. Uh, yeah, yeah. Usually, why don't you use Poshmark free shipping supplies? Oh, you mean right now? I mean, I don't want to use them in every single thing, you know. If it's like a bigger item, then I'll use them. Like for example, I'm gonna show you one right now that I'm gonna use it. Uh, Poshmark has free shipping supplies. Yeah, you just have to have a Poshmark store, and I think now, like on the app or on the website, you can order them directly. Before you had to email them. You know, like send your address and your closet name and all that stuff, and yeah, they'll send it to you. But I think now, you know, you can find it on the website. Yes, the USPS mailers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All right. So I sold this one, and this one I'm gonna use with the free shipping supply. You guys remember this one I showed you guys? I think it was in my last thrift haul, no? This was the sweatsuit, the Jordan sweatsuit. Pretty basic, but the color is nice. Has like the Jumpman in the middle. And then here are the sweatpants. Can you guys guess how much I sold these for? How much you guys think I sold these for? It's a big size. It's a size 3XL. So 3XL Jordan two-piece sweatsuit. What do you guys think? How much did I sell it for? Let me put it in the bag. Free fitting. Very high quality. Bro, you seriously need to use those every package. Yeah, I know. I should, right? I'm so lucky my neighbors do all of their shipping materials. And my Dollar Tree a mile away has a bin full of boxes. Dang, that's good. That's crazy. Yeah, you know, anytime you can get free materials, it's always good. Alright. This one sold for $100. $100. I paid $13 for the sweatpants, and for the hoodie, I think I paid like 15 or 16. So let's just say 30 bucks. 30 into 100. After the fees, I got $78 back. So I made, if my math is correct, I made $48. It's not bad. I think I had that for what? A couple of weeks? Hasn't been that long. got next? I want to finish already, man. It's been too long. This is Flint and Tinder 365 pants. Sold for $21. Honestly, didn't think I was gonna take this long, man. Dang. This one. This one's another Rag & Bone chino pants. But this one sold for $24. That's probably around the range that I expected the other one to sell. Like between 24 and 30. This one is an Ariat M4 jeans. Sold for $25. I told you guys I tried to accept as many offers as I could past couple of days. An Ariat M4 jeans for $25. Kind of hurts me, but gotta do what I got to do, you know. All right, made it to the last one. This one is a Rag & Bone Fit 2 Slim Jeans. Sold for $35. What are you guys going for in the Super Bowl? I know, bro. Whenever packing takes over 2 hours, I'm over it. I know, man. That's... Hey, man. How many are you selling? Taking 2 hours? I mean, it's a good problem to have, you know? But yeah, it takes long. I mean, for me, daily, I don't take that long, honestly. Probably like 10 to 15 minutes. All right, there you have it, folks. I think that was 66 orders. That's probably the most I ever packed, like in one session. Yeah, that was insane, man. An hour, 117. So almost 2 hours to ship out 66 orders. Is that good? I don't know, man. I appreciate you guys watching. Hawks, of course. Okay. 80. Close, man. It was $100. All right, thanks. Looking forward to your next video. Yeah, I appreciate you guys watching, man. My next video, right now I'm working on like a little I don't know, you guys see, it's a little bit different, so please bear with me, okay? I'm just trying to bring out the creative do thrift clothing. It's a little bit different from any other video that I ever made, so hopefully you guys enjoy that. If you don't, you know, let me know, dislike it, do whatever you gotta do, just let me know, you know? But yeah, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll catch you guys later, man. Thank you.